Kaylee. I'm going to be your nurse today.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
Okay, how are you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. So, Kyle, we have about 5 to 8 minutes to talk today, and want to let you know that anything we talk about is going to be confidential between the two of us, okay? I also want to let you know that you're able to guide the conversation in any way that you'd like, okay?
Okay.
But if it's all right with you, I'd like to start by talking about a few things. I know that the doctor told you, or he suggested maybe joining a program for alcoholism,
Yeah.
but you seem to be not exactly interested in that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could just start by talking about the fight that brought you into the hospital.
Oh, sure. It was a bar fight. It's a place I go to. I go there probably 2 or 3 times a week with some buddies of mine from work, and I don't even remember what fight started, but anyway, one thing led to another, and I ended up getting tossed through a window, and that hurt. So here I am.
Mm-hmm. So were you drunk during the fight?
Yeah.
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 Okay, and how often do you drink?
I don't get drunk every day. It's I have a couple most every day of the week, like 1 or 2, maybe 3, but it's probably only like 2 or 3 times a week, like when I'm at the bar, that I actually get drunk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what would you say the benefits to your drinking are?
Well, it's a good way to de-stress after a long day of work. Like, it's kind of like the taste of beer, and
Yeah.
it's a good way to get together with a bunch of my friends from work and complain about how much of a jerk our boss is.
Yeah. All right. So can you think of any benefits to maybe decreasing your drinking?
Probably the 2 biggest ones would be like the cost. It's expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the other big one is the older I'm getting, I feel like I'm getting more hangovers, and that kind of, I lose focus the day after, and so sometimes I'll make myself like an Irish coffee in the morning, and I'm gonna put that in my thermos, and I'll just drink it throughout the day. And I think if my boss ever found out about that, I'd be in deep trouble.
Mm-hmm. Any other reasons?
Well, maybe kind of the activity, like I don't do a whole lot throughout the week because of how much I'm drinking, so I feel like I put on some weight, and I'm not really, I think I'm a little less healthy than I used to be.
All right. So what I'm understanding is that your job puts a lot of stress on you, and so you drink to be able to relieve that stress and to have some social time with the guys from work.
Yeah, I guess.
But you're also feeling like maybe that drinking or drinking habits take you away from other aspects of your life, and such as concentration at work and maybe other activities that you could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kyle, what are you thinking now?
I don't know. I guess I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I really don't feel like I have a problem, but it might be good to kind of slow down a little bit, figure out a way to slow down a little bit at this point.
Okay. So, on a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being not ready at all and 10 being extremely ready, where would you say that you are in terms of maybe decreasing readiness to decrease your drinking?
Like probably a 4 at the most.
Okay. And why would you say you're a 4 and not like a 2?
Because I don't think I have a problem, and so I think I could quit drinking if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what do you think it would take for you to get from a 4 to maybe a 7 or an 8?
I think, I think I could quit if I wanted to, or, slow down, but I feel like I don't want to right now. There's no reason to at the moment, and
Okay.
I feel like maybe I need something to replace that, right? Like
Okay.
another way to de-stress after work.
So you can see that you would maybe want to make a change, but at the moment you don't know maybe alternative methods to your drinking. in order to relieve stress.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's making you not as ready to want to change at the moment.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Well, Kyle, I really do feel confident that if you chose to make the decision to decrease your drinking, that you'd be able to find ways to relieve stress other than your current drinking habits.
Probably.
But the question is more, what can I do to help you make that change?
I think maybe some help with what else I can do, right? Like, what's a better way to de-stress than going out with some friends and having a few drinks? Like, I don't really know what else to do other than that at the moment.
Okay. So, when did your current drinking habits start? Have they always been like this? Have you always drank as much as you do now?
No, I wouldn't say that. It's kind of been the last couple of years since I moved away from my mom's house. Like, we used to live across town, and she's a ways away now, and so I kind of when I moved, it was just a lot of stress, and now I have to do everything by myself, and I have to work more so I can pay my bills, and I moved away from a lot of my friends, and I don't see them as often. Like, we used to all be on a hockey team together at this community center, and now I don't see them anymore because the community center's too far away to get there every week, and so.
That must have been hard for you.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Did you try to find any places to play hockey in your new neighborhood?
I haven't really had time since I moved here. Worrying about bills and putting a roof over my head and food in my mouth, right?
Sounds like you've been working really hard.
Yeah, I've been trying.
So, how would you feel about maybe looking into a new community center, a new place to play some hockey in your area, if I could help you do that?
I would love to play hockey again. I do really miss playing hockey with the guys and getting together, and it's true. You're getting some stress out on the ice. That was a good way to do it, and so that would be.
And would give you physical activity in your life as well.
Yeah, it's true. I could lose a couple pounds again.
Okay, well, Kyle, our time is up for today, but I just wanted to review what we've talked about. So I know that your job has been putting a lot of stress on you from what you've told me. So you've been maybe drinking a little bit more than you used to be able to relieve that stress and to spend time with your friends from work. But what we've seen now is that you maybe would be interested in making a change if you were able to see how you could do that. And we've talked about looking into maybe a new place to play hockey and have an alternative method to relieve stress and also to get some physical activity in your life. So how confident do you feel now about making a change and decreasing your drinking?
Well, I definitely feel better than when I walked in, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to let you know that my door is always open and that I know at the moment you're not interested in joining a program. But if you ever do want to revisit that topic in the future, I'm always here to talk about that, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you so much.
I know.
Over and high five.